So I have been monitoring the weather because you got to do that when you are a gardener. And I know this weekend we're going to have some lows. So we have a lot of thunderstorms coming in, and we have Sunday, that's when the temperatures are dropping. Originally it was going to be on Saturday. So you can see at 9 p.m. on Saturday, the temperatures are starting to drop. And early morning is going to be in the 30s. So, y'all, I got to figure out what I got to do about that. So, y'all, I am getting ready to go to Walmart because, y'all, I got to get some plastic to go over some of my plants for this weekend. Because that cold snap, or whatever they're calling it, is some kind of a bomb. It's supposed to be hitting the northeast, but it's also kind of scraping the southern east as well, which is us. And I think we're only supposed to have like low temperatures for just like one day, but it's low enough where I think it could stunt my plants. I think. I don't know, because I didn't really experience that last year. And so this is kind of a new experience for me because we didn't have any low temperatures this time of year. Now, this is not like a last frost thing. Our temperatures are only going to, I believe, like the high 30s. Just for one night, and then it's going back up. You know, it's like 80 degrees during the day, and then it's going all the way down to the 30s. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. So I'm just trying to make myself presentable so I can go to the store, and I'm gonna try to get like some plastic. So we'll see how that goes. So it's off to Wally World for me. Y'all don't understand how much I don't like going to that store. But sometimes if you want to get everything that you need, you got to go there. Had to stop and get some gas, you all. I have never paid this much for gas, ever. That is ridiculous. $4.19 a gallon. God dog. Good thing I got a small tank. Y'all, I have to say gas is about 60 cents a gallon more than the last time I got gas. Because Sandy doesn't drink that much gas. Sandy is my Toyota Prius. So she doesn't drink that much gas. Thank goodness we don't have to water our gardens with gas. Or we have some dead plants. Okay, y'all, so I came out and I know y'all seen this hose in a couple of videos. It's just been laying out and super yellow so you can see it. And this is actually one of my older hoses that I had, and I was testing it to see if it had any holes or anything in it, and it works perfectly. It just had a ton of crud in it. I probably had it for more than 10 years and it still works great. So what I plan on doing is just kind of setting up some sprinkler stations throughout the garden, and I was like, let me use what I have already. And this hose is one thing that I had already, so I tested it. So now I'm just going to roll it up for now and try to make a plan as to how I'm going to do my watering. All right, so what did we get done today? Okay, I mulched in these 3 beds here. I prepared some dirt and I actually filled some containers. I mulched the tomatoes as well. Did I tell y'all? We got a baby tomato. I emptied some more of these containers, which is where my beans are gonna be. And I really need to have all this done by Sunday. I had to clear this and turn this cover over. This was the cover to one of my trunks, and because it was collecting water. Now I could stick some holes in it, but I'm not sure what I want to do with this just yet, so I just turned it over so it won't have standing water in it. I also tidied up inside the Eden trellis, and this is kind of the configuration that I want this to have. I still have to straighten it up just a smidge, but this is pretty much it. I also cleared a lot of the trash from over here. And here I have 2 more containers I need to fill for my carrots. I'm gonna put more dirt in those as well, but for now, I just had to see some progress because these 4 are not amended. So we have to amend those. And also, I wanted to show you all, because I don't see any right now, but y'all see all them little mounds of dirt? I think those are yellow jackets, but I don't see any activity. But I'm gonna put some yellow jacket spray in those bad boys this weekend and see if we can't get rid of those. Y'all, I'm super hot right now. The sun's going down and I've been working out here. I did a little retail therapy earlier, and you guys will see that on another video as well. And I'm tired and it's time for me to go in the house. It is morning time and I'm just gonna go check the garden really quick. It's still pretty warm right now, but the temperatures are supposed to drop tonight just for a day, and then go back to hot. So y'all, this is what I do. I'm still in my jammies, but I have to come out and say good morning. Ooh, y'all, my hydrangeas are so pretty. They need to be repotted though. And my sunflower is full on now. It's probably dead tomorrow. They need to get potted. Yeah, I'm just checking out this Tomatillo plant because we had a windy night and one of these branches kind of bent, but it looks like it straightened itself out. Y'all, look at my bean forest. I actually had a few cups that did not come up, which is surprising to me. I'm gonna have to plant some more beans. Also, this is my some of my peas, and on this side, for some reason, in this tray, it just don't seem like they're coming up that fast. And I believe I planted them all at the same time. I feel like I should take this this pepper off of here. There's really not much to see this morning. I just got to get back out here and cover plants up later. Still pretty warm right now, so it'll be later on this afternoon, and I'll cover things up as best I can, and they should be okay because our temperature is only going to be low for like one day and they're going right back up. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, look at my geraniums. It's looking kind of raggedy in this pot, And I probably still need to kind of prune it a little bit, but it's getting ready to send out some buds. But it's still looking kind of poor. That's from last year's plant. Y'all, I'm ashamed to show my lemon plants because they look horrid. And but they're growing lemons again. Look at this. They got little buds all over the place, you can see. But it lost a lot of its leaves. I don't know if that's normal for a lemon plant. Y'all have not done my research. I got quite a few lemons off of this lemon tree, and the other lemon tree looks worse than this one. And I know that I need to spray it because there's some fungus on some of the leaves, but most of the leaves fell off. So yeah, that's how this lemon tree is looking. Now here's the other lemon tree. Yeah, dog, looks pretty terrible. But again, all the leaves fell off, so I don't know if that's normal or not. Has a little bit of fungus. Has a little bit of fungus, but is trying to poop out some lemons. All right, you all. I just covered the plants for a cold snap tonight, and I didn't do anything else out in the garden today because it's been pouring down, raining with thunderstorms earlier. So once we got a break, I took the opportunity to come out and just kind of shore some things up. I had a sunflower that was falling down, and you see all that plastic behind me. By the time this come out, you probably already seen this. Me covering these up. All right, so now your girl is going to be going in the house. And I have to say, I also put some plants out here too. So I got some plants out here outside of the garage, so they're ready to go in for tonight. They're gonna get tucked in for tonight, and I also took some seedlings in my house as well. And I think that's all I'm gonna be doing besides my indoor activities. Okay, I thought the end of the day was when I moved the plants, but the weather kind of got nicer. The sun came out, still cool, weather's dropping, but I got a lot done. So I ended up repotting my rose bush here, and I got some of the containers ready. I moved some comfrey plants, emptied some buckets, cleared out the junk pile, and got the carrot patch ready. So now I'm ready to plant my carrots. I tidied up a lot of stuff, and I ended up getting this baby pepper that's kind of been this baby pepper for a while, so I'm gonna eat that. And we got some new peppers that are growing, so we'll go with that. Okay, now it's time for me to relax. Me and Bobby are gonna do a teleparty and watch a movie, but before I do that, I forgot I still have to put my plants in the garage, so I'm gonna do that, and then it's the end of the day, so I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Yo, we're at our coldest point for today, so the temperatures are gonna start heading back down. Oh, I should say back up by this afternoon, so I can take my plants back out. Woo, 38 degrees. I did go outside. I was gonna record outside, but y'all, it's a freaking cold outside. So I came back in where I have my heat on, which I'm gonna have to switch off and turn back to the air conditioning by tomorrow. Isn't that a trip? This weather is crazy. So it took like a gigantuan dip because it was in the 70s yesterday. And then it went all the way down to the 30s. And then it's going right back up to the 80s this week. So that's a little bit cray-cray, but I don't think I'm gonna have to cover the plants anymore, hopefully for this season. So today I'm probably not gonna do any gardening. I'll take my plants out for, I'll take them back out and put them in the garden this afternoon, but it's family day. So I'm gonna be with my mom and my grandkids and stuff today. So that's gonna be a lot of fun because I always have fun playing with my grandkids and I don't wanna do anything else when they're around but play with them. So no gardening today, so I'll probably see you all later on this afternoon or tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. I'm coming out to check the plants because the plants actually have been indoors for 2 days, and I didn't do any recording yesterday because it was family day. So I'm gonna bring my plants back outside. It's still a little brisk outside, but I think they'll be okay now. It's time for me to take the plastic off. It's gonna be a sunny day. I don't hear Mr. Rooster though. It's kind of weird. And that'll probably be the extent of my work for this morning because I have to do some money-making work a little bit later. Surprisingly, Mr. Sunflower is still here. And it is. All right, this is the last piece to be uncovered. Ta-ta! Everything looks good. So it is the end of the day, and I don't think I recorded anything today, but I got a lot of stuff done today, and you could tell by my glistening skin. I've been working, and we're losing light already. So I went ahead and I potted up some of my plant babies. They did good. They were in the garage, and I didn't have any issues with those. And what I decided to do is for my little plant babies that haven't came up, I'm just going to replant those because I planted all these at the same time. And I have a few that's going to get potted, but like this one, I'm not going to pot up. And y'all look at this. Look at that guy. He is so weird. So last year, I really was worried about, you know, throwing away plants. But this year, I'm gonna let the weaklings go and keep the strong ones. I just noticed this when I was recording this. Look. I think I got bulbs coming up. Y'all planted these deep as HE double hockey sticks. And they are coming up. And this is the gladiolus. I don't know why I can't say that. There's one. There's another one right there. That's freaking amazing. Y'all just planted these, what's today? Maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. The other ones are not coming up yet though. Okay, here's the Tomatillo plants. I potted those. I put it in a 5-gallon bucket. I put them both in here because they were planted really close together and I didn't want to mess with the roots too much. Plus, one of these plants has a broken stem, and so I don't know if it's going to make it or not. So we're going to see. I also planted in the trunk garden here. I just have the marigolds sitting on top because I had to water them. But this is the Stevia plant, and I planted that on top, and then we have some asparagus beans here in the back. This is a miniature rose that I got from Wally World, and I'm going to plant it in here. It also has one that has a broken stem. You really can't tell, but it's been kind of windy and it kind of blew the poor little plant over. I think it was a little weak from being in my garage, but I think it'll be okay, y'all. This is like the most beautifulest, prettiest plant I have seen. I also planted some beans, and I got some of the strong beans, and some of them I planted the marigolds in there. I don't know if that's a good idea. We're gonna see. Well, that's gonna be it for today, for today's garden diary. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. See y'all tomorrow. Good morning, fellow garden tools. I have been out here this morning working my little buns off, y'all. I came out before the crack of dawn, for real. I set my alarm clock for when sunrise was, and I got dressed and I immediately came out here so I can get things done. And then I can go back and do my work for today. But between today and yesterday, I got a lot of work done. I didn't record anything yesterday, so I wanted to make sure that I recorded what I did today and yesterday for my garden diaries. Because I know, y'all think the garden diaries are for y'all, but they're kind of for me. Shh, don't tell nobody, okay? All right, so I moved most of the items that was over here on my little growing table, and I moved them back into their home, which really they needed to be there a few days ago because we have been having thunderstorms, and I know these plants are like overwatered for real. So I put my plant babies back in here. I kind of shored up my greenhouse, and what I did was I took this cover off and I put some plastic underneath for the top, because every place where the sun hit, there's like now holes. I'll show you here. You can see those holes. So there's no rain protection from here or wind, but the sides are okay. So I just put some plastic over the top, and then I put this the cover back on, which was super duper easy. I also decided to do some more peas because I don't feel like the peas are coming up in this container as fast. I'm not exactly sure why. So I got some more peas going in my solo cup. Y'all see, look at this side. The peas are coming up good, but there's still some missing in actions in here as well. And here are my gladioluses. There we go, gladioluses, and the fourth one is popping up now, so I'm happy about that. And y'all, my foxglove looks terrible. I think it's just getting too much water, and I don't know if it's gonna make it. It was bigger than that, and I feel like the leaves are dying off. I also replanted this flower, which is a mandevilla, and my goal or hope is that it's gonna go up this long stick here where the solar panel is at. I also have some wildlife netting here, and I'm going to put this netting on this makeshift trellis. I really got to work on this one, so that might be something I may come back out and do today as well, so that all my little plants will have some place to trellis up. I also finally kind of cleared this bucket here, and this is where my celery is gonna go, but I still have to put the dirt back in there, and there's wood at the bottom of there. Tomato is looking good. Radish babies are looking good. And my strawberries are putting off a lot of new shoots, so I know that they are doing good as well. I planted not all of them. I planted all of the good beans, and I culled the herd, because what I decided to do is with the plants, when I start them all at the same time, the ones that don't come up with the rest of the gang, they're going in the trash. So I'm not gonna try to save weaklings this year. If you're weak, you know, let's just say only the strong survive. So I have beans going now in their place, and I also was able to empty all of these buckets, so I'll be refilling those. I also refilled my, well, not refilled, but I filled this trunk, and I almost feel like it's not gonna have enough drainage, so I'll probably have to come back with my drill and put some more holes on the sides of these. But this bed is almost ready. I still have to amend the dirt a little bit more, and then I'll be ready to plant some things in here. And then here I planted my miniature roses. Y'all, these little roses are so cute. I want another one for the other side. Y'all, also no carrots yet. I'm actually waiting to get a little gadget to do my carrots with. But what I did do down here for a little bit of area beautification and cleanup, I finally got some of the plants out of this corner. Still got this one big container to go. That container is gonna go to the trash because it's pretty much done. And I'm gonna clear this whole corner out, which is really not a good corner for growing. So I have an idea for this corner. And I took some of these stepping stones that I got out of somebody's trash last year, and I had it in the front of my house, and I moved them back here because when I walk through here, there's always like a little divot. So I put that there, and all of that dark matter is actually debris that I sifted out of the dirt, and I put it here. So okay, y'all, so that's all I've gotten done so far for today and yesterday. And I have so many ideas. So what I do, I have a garden journal, and in my journal it's more like an ideas book. I just go in there, I scribble things in at nighttime, and then the next day I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, kind of. Right now my priority is just getting all these containers ready, which they're still not ready, and also only being out here for 2 hours, and I'm past my 2 hours for today. So I may come back on later, but I'll probably see you tomorrow. Y'all ignore the dog. You hear the birds? Y'all, the birds actually come and drink from my feeder, which is nice. So it's the next day, and I've done lots of work out here this morning in my 2 hours. I'm a little bit over, like 15 minutes over, but I wanted to just record this so I can remember what the hell I did today. So besides preparing dirt, doing my sifting, I went ahead and I prepared these boxes, and these are on the side of my Eden trellis, and I put some marigolds in there. And I think what I'm gonna do is put some more radishes in here and get those going. I cleared this area back here. Still have a few things that can go, but because this isn't a good growing area back here, I'm either gonna put something that doesn't, well, that like shade, of course, but I'm not sure. So I'm thinking on that one. But y'all got some interlopers back here too. Look at that. I don't see no activity, but I know it's something in there. I put more strawberries in here, and I mulched. So, because this has some pretty good drainage, so I don't have to worry about that. Also, radishes are looking good still. I also prepared another container, and this is going to be for my ginger. And maybe the ginger might end up over in that spot, because as you can see, the sun is coming in already, and I don't think ginger likes sun, but I don't know. I have to do more research. I cleared some more buckets for my tomato cage. I also transplanted this miniature rose on the side of my tomato tunnel. Y'all, these roses give me life. They're so beautiful. Mr. Tomato is growing, and he's looking good. Y'all, I changed the lily pad up a little bit, and I added a friend, and I put like I guess that's like a lotus there, like me, a lotus blossom. Y'all, I was kind of disappointed about this. I got a blueberry plant. Y'all, the roots are so small. This thing looks like it's barely alive, and I got it from Wally World, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'm also still been looking for more morning glories, but I don't think there's any more morning glories coming up in here, so I have some more morning glories growing in a cup. All the hoses that I have around here are the makings of a sprinkler system or irrigation system, so we'll see how that goes. I also had to clear out the greenhouse again because I had some leakage, and I murdered some of my plants yesterday in the thunderstorm. So you can see all of these got murdered, and I think I'm still gonna be okay. Those are mustard greens. I also planted some more strawberries. So I took the weaklings out, and I put some more starts in here. So that's gonna be all the strawberries that I'm gonna do. I did take the weaklings and I put them in a cup because I felt like these weaklings were still alive. So these were all the ones that I got from Lowe's. It was an 11 pack, but really it was more like a 10 pack like it should have been. And about 5 of them were kind of weaklings, so, or I didn't plant them correctly. So we shall see. So I have cups everywhere right now to dry out because it's been raining for 4 days and everything is drowning. So hopefully the sun will dry some of this stuff up. I don't want it to be all dried up, but you know what I mean. Y'all, it's a catch-22 when it comes to the rain down here. We haven't got to our rainy season yet, but it has been raining, which is nice because I don't have to water anything, which is bad because everything is like sopping wet right now because it's been raining every day. And not even for like a long amount of time, but it's like enough rain pouring down where everything is kind of overwatered. But nothing has died yet, so I'm happy about that. Y'all, I'm also in shock and awe that the sunflower is still here, which I'm very happy about, I have to say. It's looking quite lovely. Y'all, look down here. I think that's a sunflower, but he's gonna get pulled up. And these are some knockout roses that I purchased, and they are getting ready to bloom. They're red. Yay! At first I thought they were gonna be pink, but I wanted them to be red, and they are. So these are getting ready to poop out some roses. Y'all, this is my neglected rose. Y'all, look at the leaves on here. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna take a shot of that. But this was doing kind of bad, and I kind of chopped it down and it started growing back. So that's a plus. So we're gonna see how they do. I just came from outside. I'm gonna end the garden vlog for today. I didn't really do anything in the garden because when I got up this morning, I was just like, I can't do anything today. But y'all, you're not gonna believe, it's 91 degrees outside right now. So we went from a low of 39 degrees a few days ago, and we're already at 91, which has me a smidge worried because it's springtime, and I'm gonna already have to break out shade cloth. Son of a gun. And that kind of sucks. And also, I was trying to move a few things around, but I ended up just making a big mess out there. I had to actually water my plants, even though it's supposed to be a thunderstorm tonight, because they went from being sopping wet to all dried out. The struggle has begun in Florida, for sure. So I'm gonna end the garden vlog for today. I know it's like super long, but y'all, that's my garden life. My garden life is super slow and super long. So I think I'm just gonna ask you to give Garden Diaries a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because there are going to be more videos like this one. And I really enjoy putting it together. With that, my fellow garden tools, I will talk to you later. Bye.